Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The picture that you see on your screen is of a father that is alleged, he was arrested for juking up his 4-year-old son because the mother decided that she was going to give him the pink slip. She no longer wants to be in this relationship. Don't know the reason or the motive for it. I am assuming he might have been ABUSIVE. Or maybe he just flipped his lid, lick him chip. Now this is based on a video that also accompanied this information. In this video, you could clearly see the son, because of YouTube's policy I cannot show, laying on the bed, snoozing, sleeping. The man then went over the child, had some sorts of sharp kitchen utensil, meaning a knife, looked like some sorts of dagger. He was piercing the skin with said kitchen utensil. He then commenced to start juke up the youths. Luckily, that little youth, 4-year-old, did not lose his life. So when I got the video and I got the picture of the father and the son and the video of the incident, I said to myself, what could I cause that? Then about a day or so ago, I got some information that, listen, you know, said the mother want to leave him, and that is why he did that to the child. Now, people, a lot of times we realize that mothers and fathers, especially mother, always use the kids for some sorts of pawn. Whenever they're in any sort of relationship and the man decides to leave, the man cheats. Then them want to take it out upon the son or the daughter upon the child. Them a tell the child, him look like him worthless, pupa, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. As it pertains to the man, whenever the lady decides to leave, he decides that he wants to either take out the mother, hurt the child, or take away the child. Now, people, that is why it is very important that whenever you get in any sort of relationship, you make sure that you are compatible with that person and make sure that that person has some sort of stability, meaning that them not mad, them not sick, them head not good. And based on the information that I am getting, it is this father that decided to juke up the son because him getting the feelings that carry PUM, or breakup feelings for the mother. Now, people, there is never any sort of justification, because if you check the statistics, even marriages, 50%, meaning half, end up in a divorce. And these people went through the trouble, got through all sorts of documentation, go to the courthouse. So what said the average relationship between Joe and Jane? What is the possibility, or what is the odds that this is not going to work out? So whenever you get in any sort of relationship, you should be reminded that the only guarantee in life is taxes and DEATH. So therefore, whenever you get in any sort of relationship, it might start as the best. There's a likely possibility that it might turn out worse. It might get to the polar extent. So therefore, just prepare yourself. Make the best while it lasts, because anything can change. Anybody can flip. So even if you just give your word or you sign some sorts of contractual agreements until DEATH do you part, that means that don't take out your partner, or it is going to last forever until eternity. There is no sorts of guarantee. What you need to guarantee is that whenever you have a child or children, you make your child or children the priority. So whatever joys, whatever dismay you might have, you just chalked up as a loss. It is just one of those things in life. You just keep it moving. Brush off your collar and move forward by yourself. Because you came into this world by yourself, and you are guaranteed to leave this world by yourself. If you have somebody with you until the end of time, there is no sort of guarantee for that. Just do the right thing or the wrong thing, I go do you. And in this case, we saw that the father made his emotions get the better part of him. He got into his feelings and he did the wrong thing. And more than likely, the wrong thing is going to do him. He is going to either end up in the big yard or the graveyard. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, there's a saying that politics in Jamaica is like a circus, and the leaders are the puppet masters, and then the followers, they are the clowns. Because of the whole heap of buffoonery that takes place in the parliament in Jamaica, we cannot really take them seriously because they themselves don't take themselves seriously. I am speaking about a video that is making its round on social media. And people, I don't know if this is old or this is new. However, it appropriately applies to explain the situation that I am speaking about. Take a listen, take a look to some sorts of conflict or confrontation between the JLP and PNP in a parliament. And then I'll give my piece.
Rubbish. 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 Barefaced. And come here with your rubbish.
Mr. Chairman.
Now that we have satisfied the
that is all. That is the regards that all I have for the Jamaican people. That is the regards that all I have for the Jamaican people. You go here and see all sorts of things and can't substantiate it. And then come here being obnoxious.
Mr. Shaw.
Right? And come here being obnoxious.
Whatever. Calm down.
Mr. Smith, are you ready?
Calm down.
So we are going to suspend it.
Calm down. Calm down.
Well, if you can't get it in order, we'll suspend the sitting for 15 minutes.
Now, people, when we see stuff like this on social media in our real life, and we say to ourselves, well, if these are our leaders, these are the role models, these are the persons that are supposed to be setting example for the rest of us, or those sheeples to follow. It tells us why Jamaica is in the situation that it is in. Because in some sorts of democratic society, they must agree to disagree in a very cordial way. But what we see, whenever we have thieves that don't like see thieves with long bags, whenever we see the kettle calling the pot calling the kettle black, whenever we see that there is no sort of respect for self, for the people, for the parliament, for the country. So that is why we should not be surprised when we see Jamaica is on a downward spiral for about 4 to 5 decades or so. That is why our dollar is 150 something to $1. That is why there is no sort of respect on the streets. Because if the leaders are showing these type of example, what do you expect from those that don't know better? When we say who knows better is doing even worse, just like the average Jane or Joe on the streets. And this is yet an perfect example, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, with the advent of social media platforms like TikTok, which is the worstest of the worstest. It seems as if the Jamaican crowd, the Jamaican participants are the most despicable. It seems as if it is a anything goes world, and persons, meaning female, they are disrespecting themselves, disrespecting each other. It is obvious that men have no sorts of respect. It is all about sex. It is all about head. It is all about golden shower. It is just all about anything that is despicable that you can speak about. And what seems to be even worse is that the fishes, meaning the major, the senior fishes, and then the junior fishes, the orca, the whales, and even the little tiki and banga mirror them, they have also kicked down the closet door. I am speaking about 2 videos that are making its round on social media involving some picnic and some sorts of school bus or in some sorts of school setting. Because of YouTube's policy, their age and their action, I cannot show this. In one video, there were a group of youths in a school bus, a minibus. And this youth was trying to hold down the next one, and he was being encouraged. He was acting like some sorts of wild wildebeest or some sorts of orangutan that was in heat. And the other people them were cheering him on while he was trying to back up this youth on the seat of that minibus. In our next video, some youth in some sorts of blue uniform, don't know if it is GSC, don't know when GSC changed like that, used to attend GSC. They were seen, one youth was on his knee and the other ones opened their belt and they were using their belt, simulating some sorts of ORGYR, BLOW job-ish. Now people, me don't know when things change, however, it is obviously changed for the worse. So not only are the senior fishes, the orca, the whales and the dolphins out, but the junior fish, the sprat, the bangamere, they are also out. And people, there is no sorts of justification. But when we see what is going on social media, when the social media personalities that are the most despicable are now the role models, are the ones that are raising the children, are the person that the children are following, we should not be surprised because it is all about the views, it is all about the hype, it is all about the social media money, especially on TikTok, for the most despicable act. And this is yet an next perfect example. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called sexual breadfruit, not breakfast in bed, not any sorts of breadfish. I am speaking about a video that has been making its round over social media where a group of men literally lick off some sorts of breadfruit off of the tree. When you look at this breadfruit, Dr. Miami, it seems as if this breadfruit have some sorts of apple bottom and also some sorts of needle eye. Most young ladies out there would be jealous. Well, people, don't listen to me. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
So I fling off of this breadfruit so long and it finally come out. Watch out, I not eat this blood clot. I don't look up on them white sick there all there. So. No, sir. See, man, that man, the lick off it. Yeah, yeah, me saying to lick off it, popcorn, I say, why for that? Yeah, man.
Now, people, like I said, based on all the crime, all of the people might lose them life, all of the people might get hurt in Jamaica. Sometimes it's good to put a new spin and stuff, kind of lighten up all of the tragedy that we see on a daily basis. Well, people, this is a lightener. When you look at this breadfruit, like me say, it look like it have some sorts of apple bottom, the body kind of round out, and when we look at the needle eye, we see that there's some sorts of white discharge coming out. Now, people, I am not going to assume that somebody climbed the tree and was humping this breadfruit. Don't have any sorts of evidence to substantiate those claims. But I am just saying, obviously, the river did not come down. There was some sorts of skeets. And like you hear one of the young men confess, somebody actually, literally, figuratively, lick off the breadfruit off of the tree. So the question that we have to ask, was somebody licking the breadfruit, humping the breadfruit when it was on the tree, and the breadfruit decides, you know, say, me long for release. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called, this is what it means. This is a perfect example of being a brown noser. Meaning that somebody that knows how to kiss ASS very well. Somebody that's a yes man. And it seems as if Vybz Kartel needs these sorts of persons around him to kind of boost his ego based on the fact that he is super rich, super famous, and is getting all of the attention that he needs. It seems as if Tommy from Bright Light decided that he wants to shine the bright light on Sidem. So apparently it seems as if they were going someplace and Sidem did some sorts of maneuver that seems to be skillful in the eyes of Tommy. And he is making the world know that, listen, she is the best driver. Vybz Kartel is very safe in her hand. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Yo, see them head mad. Yo, I don't wait to this. Let's not worry about him.
Now, people, like I said, Tommy is just doing his job. Yes, man, security. Official brown noser of the Vybz Kartel camp. So therefore, Vybz Kartel or Sidem is going to do no sorts of wrong. So even when they do something simple, they are going to idolize. He is going to over-sensationalize. He is going to exaggerate it. And this is my disclaimer. I was not there. Maybe she did something super, maybe it was regular. However, Tommy knows that if he wants to be around Vice Cartel, he has to gain his confidence. He has to gain his trust, which he has. So therefore, whenever he can over-sensationalize their deeds and make them know how great they are, he is going to take every opportunity. And this is it, a next perfect example. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.